What is up, everybody? It's your boy Travis, aka Matsu here, and today I'm bringing you part 4 of my Set 5 comprehensive review guide. Today we're going to be talking about the protagonist of the story in his best form yet, in my opinion, Midoriya 4. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. Go check out my Patreon, my link tree, all that cool stuff, and also check out PPG, where you can get all of the singles and sealed products that you could possibly ever ask for. Anyways, let's get right into it. So, Midoriya 4 is a 5-hand size with 30 health that has the good, life, and the void symbol. Enhance, your non-throw attack with Fury or Punch gains Powerful 4. You may discard one card from your hand in addition to Momentum to pay for this attack's powerful ability. Okay, that's a strong ability. Giving any non-throw attack with Fury or Punch Powerful 4 is good. And then especially saying you can discard one card from your hand in addition to Momentum to pay for this attack's powerful ability is also very good. And then response, after your rival's combat phase begins, draw 3 cards and discard down to your printed hand size. So this says you essentially get to spend your entire hand every turn with, like, reckless abandon, because you're always going to have, at minimum, 3 cards in your hand to work with. So, I think this character is very good. Arguably one of the best characters in the set. Definitely going to see high-tier competitive play at some point. The amount of things that you can do with just his first enhance alone, extremely strong. So, super excited for this character. On to his ultra rare. We have Rejuvenating Smash, arguably one of the best cards in the set. It's a 5-diff 3 check with a 1 mid block, 4 mid for 6, EX3, Fury, and Punch. Response, after you play this card, if it is the second card you have played this turn, draw 2 cards and gain 2 health. That's a really strong ability. And then Enhance, if you have discarded a card during this enhance step, add the top card of your deck to your momentum. So this essentially says, that ability specifically, in Midoriya 4, says you get to turn your powerful into, the powerful that you discard from hand into Powerful 4 twice, because on your next attack you get to use the powerful ability your character gives because you got a free momentum. Or Powerful 4 EX3 on the same attack. So essentially Rejuvenating Smash is a 5-diff 7 mid for 10 in this character, which is just crazy. Like, that, those stats alone are just nuts. But the fact that it also draws you 2 cards and gains you 2 health, very, very strong card. Like, actually insane card. This card's going to see so much competitive play, it will not surprise anyone, I want to say. On to the next one. We have Rewind Smash, which is a 4-diff, 4 mid for 4, with a 3 check and a 2 mid block, Fury and Punch. Enhance, if this attack is blocked, add the top card of your discard pile to your hand. It's a very good ability. And then Enhance, if you have discarded a card during this enhance step, this attack gains stun 1. If an attack was discarded, the next attack you play gets +2 speed. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. So a lot of his attacks, or I should say not a lot, but half of his attacks are mids. And they are life symbol punches, meaning that life punches with focused attack is going to be a very real archetype going into this set. As, I mean, it kind of already was beforehand. It just wasn't all punches. It was like just good stuff mid attacks. But this card essentially being a 4-diff, 4 mid for 8 in this character, that if they block it, you add the card you discarded back to your hand, and then it also gets stun 1, and if you discarded an orange card, your next move gets +2 speed. Very, very good. I think this card is going to see at least a decent amount of competitive play, if not just for the fact that it is a mid-attack punch for the life symbol to play Funny Punch with. On to the next one. We have Plummeting Punch. Plummeting Punch is a 4 diff, 3 high for 4, Fury and Punch with a 1 low block and a 3 check. This says Enhance, flip 1 Foundation, this attack gets +2 speed, change this attack's zone to low. And then Deadlock Enhance, lose 1 health, flip 1 Rival Foundation, commit 1 Rival Foundation, destroy 1 Rival Foundation. This card has some of the best Deadlock we've probably seen on an attack so far. It's also just got a decent effect by itself. Essentially it's a 4 diff, 5 low for 4 base, which is really good stats for a 4 diff. In Midoriya specifically, it is a 5 low for 8. Let's say, for example, in a character like Mirio, it is a 5 whatever zone you want for 6, which is very cool. Mirio and the Good Symbol loves this card. But I think that this card is not exactly a shoo-in to see competitive play, but I think it has a good chance to see some play at some point, right? So we're going to put it in tier 2. On to the last one, we have Rewind Throttle. So Rewind Throttle is a 4 diff, 5 high for 3 with a 3 high block and a 3 check, Fury and Punch. Enhance, discard 1 card, commit 1 Rival Foundation. Okay, that's a good ability. And then Enhance, if you have discarded a card during this attack, draw 1 card. I think this card's going to see competitive play, if I'm going to be honest. Having the ability to target commit a Rival Foundation at the cost of a discard, which isn't really technically even a cost because it just refunds itself anyways, I think is very good. Not to mention the amount of like discard plus cards that we have to work with right now in the format. There are a lot of things that are just like, oh, you discarded, get this bonus effect. So I think that's very good. And then also just, for example, like in a character like Midoriya 2, you discard a card for +1/+3, and this becomes a free 4 diff 6 high for 6 that says draw a card, that like replace the card you discarded to make it a 6 for 6. So I think this card's definitely going to see at least a decent amount of competitive play. Now, onto the foundations, we have Body Rejuvenation, which is a 2 diff, 5 check, 3 high block. Response, remove after this card enters your discard pile during the enhanced step, gain 2 health. And then enhance, discard 1 card. This attack gets +2 or -2 speed. Not +2. This card is very, very good. There are a lot of characters that just love to play this card. For example, this card's insane in Momo. Just being like, oh yeah, I'll discard a card for -2 speed, and then I'll blow up a foundation for -2 speed. Your attack has now got -4 speed. I'll tap this Passing the Torch to draw 2 new ones because I'm out of a hand. Like, that's crazy. This card is going to see so much play in like any good or life deck. I'm not too sure about the void decks, but having repeatable -speed is very good for those decks as well. So I'm going to say this card's going to see an extreme amount of competitive play. I think you're going to see this card everywhere. And then on to the next one, we have Practical Studies. So Practical Studies is a 1 diff 5 check with a 3 high block that says enhance. If your rival has not lost health this turn, your attack gets +1 speed. Okay, that's not bad. It's a really stackable stat pump for a 1 diff. And it scales really well into the late game because once you get your opponent low enough to where they have to block everything completely, this card is just always free speed. And then Deadlock Enhance, your turn. Commit, seal 1 rival asset or foundation, your attack gets +3 speed. That ability is very, very strong for a Deadlock ability, especially on a 1 diff spam foundation that doesn't flip itself, meaning it's not unrealistic to get to the point where this Deadlock is active. It's not like there are contradicting abilities where one of them has to flip, so you don't actually get to use the Deadlock very much. I think that this card is fine. I think it might see competitive play at some point, but I don't think it's gonna be like that much. But I wouldn't be surprised if it did. On to keeping Airy safe. 0 diff 5 check with a 2 mid block. Response once per turn after this card is committed due to your rival's effect. Ready it. Playable while committed. I think this card's fine. I don't think that this card is going to see play on the good symbol at the very least, just because it can't be fixed exists, and that card is just strictly better than this card. However, maybe on Life and Void, there's an argument for this card to see play. I'm not going to put it in locals exclusive because I know that these other two symbols are okay with having a 0 diff spam that is like stun hate. Not really stun hate, but like discourages, or it helps when your opponent stuns you, I should say. On to the last card, we have Without Limits, which is a 2 diff 5 check with a 2 low block that says response, flip, discard 1 momentum. After your attack deals damage, your next Fury or Punch attack gets -3 difficulty. Huh. So this card is very good. It has a lot of like neat stuff that you can do with it. Like for example, I was saying earlier, focused attack, funny punch, whatever you want to call it, is very good with this card because if your second attack hits them, you flip discard a momentum and now your focused attack is free. Which is obviously very good because you're sending a 6 mid for 9 at them. Actually, it's a 6 mid 12. That's right. I forgot it gets 3 damage for itself. But yeah, no, this card is very good. There are a lot of good ways to cheat momentum on 2 of the 3 of these symbols, and then like Rejuvenating Smash just kind of does it, right? Like it just does the thing, makes this card active in Midoriya or any character that has a discard outlet. So I'm gonna say that this card's definitely gonna see some amount of competitive play at some point. And yeah, if I had to give Midoriya 4's kit a number rating out of 10, I would give it a 9. Both thematically and power level wise, his kit is very, very strong. He has a lot of stuff that he can work with, and he, not only that, but he also gives a lot of stuff to other characters. Rejuvenating Smash is arguably one of the best attacks we've probably ever seen. It just does so much for a lot of like strategies. And yeah. Anyways, what are your guys' thoughts on this character? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe as well. Go check out my Linktree, go check out my Patreon, and go check out PPG for all your singles and sealed product. Without further ado, make sure you guys have a wonderful day. This has been Travis, aka Matsu, signing out.
What is up, Matsu Nation? Thank you for watching till the end of the video. If you enjoyed, like, comment, and subscribe. And check out all my socials and my Patreon. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and sayonara.